This is Ralph Abraham with video tutorial for NetLogo number 6. My idea here is to give an idea how to create background patterns by coloring in patches. First of all, I want to remember that in the interface of NetLogo, this is, by the way, revision 4.1.3. Above this black window, the graphics window, there's a button called Settings, and clicking there will show us the patch coordinate system. These are the default values: the origin in the center, the x-coordinate going from minus to plus 16, and the vertical or y-coordinate going from minus 16 to plus 16, and each integer value of these patch x and y coordinates corresponds to one patch. So there are between minus 16 and plus 16 33 values, because we have to count 0. So there are 33 patch x values, 33 patch y values, and so down here under the graphic for the coordinate system, it says 33 by 33. That means there are a little over 1,000 patches in this graphics window, and each one is square, and the size is 13 by 13 pixels. And the size this appears on your screen will depend, of course, on how many pixels per inch your screen has. Furthermore, there is this word torus, indicating that the coordinate system is wrapped horizontally and vertically. This topology is optional because we can unclick these checkboxes, which select for the world. That means this topology of the graphics window is called the world. The world wraps horizontally, yes or no. The world wraps vertically, yes or no. So to wrap horizontally means that if a turtle should wander off the right hand edge of the graphics window, then it would reappear immediately on the left hand edge at the same vertical distance. So we'll retain these default values for the graphics window geometry and experiment with these patterns in this model. First of all, this wings button shows that we can, if we wish, import a photograph or a graphic in an acceptable format, and that image will then be on top of the background of patch agents, but underneath drawings made by turtles, if any. If we look at procedures now, and here's the procedure called wings, which is attached to the button, also called wings, and it has the single command import drawing, and then the name of the file, which is assumed to be in the same directory as the NetLogo model, winged.png. Let's press setup again to clear the screen and try pattern 1. So here all patches with positive x coordinate have been selected and asked to change their color to white. Looking in procedures, we see the pat1 procedure says ask all of the patches that if their x coordinate is greater than 0, set the color. The color of a patch is called the p color, like the x coordinate of a patch is called px core. Set p color to white. With colors, it's not necessary to put the name white, which is a string, in quotes. This is what works. The first pair of square brackets surround the commands that all patches are asked to execute, and the internal set of square brackets show the command to be executed if the condition after the word if is satisfied. Okay? So similarly, Pat 2 shows what happens if the y coordinate is specified. Here's Pat 2, again ASP patches, and it's just like the Pat 1, except instead of PX core we have PY core, and instead of white we have yellow. Okay, let's try now the third pattern. So here we have a diagonal. Everything above the diagonal is to be colored, and that can be specified like this. In Pat 3, we ask patches if the sum of the two coordinates, the patch X core and patch Y core, if the sum is greater than 0, set the patch color to red. And similarly, Pat 4, if the difference between the two coordinates is positive, set the patch color to blue. And by the way, if we clear and do two of these, like Pat 1 followed by Pat 2, then we get the second patch command is executed overriding the first patch command. Okay? Similarly, this and this, we can in this way make fairly complex patterns by reusing over and over again certain procedures. Now this one, stripes, we're beginning to use slightly fancier mathematics commands. And in Pat 5, the patches are asked if the x coordinate is even, set the patch color to magenta. So is this number, px core, an integer, odd or even? This is the way to determine it in the NetLogo programming language. One number, mod, the other number indicates the modulus, that is to say the remainder after dividing the first number by the second one. So if the remainder is 0, it's even. If the remainder is 1, then this number, px core, is odd. And similarly, just one more, Pat 6 is the same thing with the patch y coordinate, and if we do them both, 5 and 6, then we get this kind of checkerboard pattern. So that's it, a lesson in commanding patterns in the background, and this way of learning NetLogo I call NetLogo by dissection. Thanks.